What's up guys, it's Danica. I am here in England. It is Sunday, the 28th of May, and I have been here for a couple of days. I got in on Friday. I don't know if you saw my last vlog, but I talked all about like my hotel disaster on Friday morning, but now I'm in a much better place. So yesterday I got a good night's sleep, finally, after not sleeping for 2 days, and I walked around all day yesterday. In fact, I walked so much, I think I walked like 20,000 steps. So I think I did a lot, and I woke up a little bit sore this morning. Anyway, so I wanted to do a little drugstore beauty haul. This is something I do every single time I come here. I love British drugstore beauty products. I spend so much time at Superdrug and Boots. I actually buy most of my stuff from Superdrug because, not because I don't love Boots, I love Boots, but I find that since so many people love Boots and so many people go to Boots, a lot of times they're out of stock. They don't have as like broad of a color cosmetic selection, I think, only because they also have those higher end products in the front, like they've got Clarins and Clinique and, you know, stuff like that. And Superdrug is like straightforward drugstore stuff, and I love the Superdrug here in Oxford. There's like hardly ever anyone in it, and everything, like they have testers for everything. It's amazing. I love it so much. Anyway, so I got quite a lot of stuff. A lot of it is like repeats of specific things that I buy all the time. So I thought I would show you guys. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, like that bag is deceptively large because most of the stuff that's in that bag is one item, and I will show you. I bought 8 packets of simple face wipes. Now I got 2 different kinds, and these are my 2 favorite kinds. I got the sensitive to skin, kind to skin micellar cleansing wipes, which is the micellar water one, and then I got the regular kind to skin cleansing facial wipes, which is the green one. And the reason, and I know that like it seems crazy to buy this because it is available in the United States, but I buy tons of these every single time I come to England. I usually buy like 8 to 10 packets depending on how much empty luggage I have. And the reason is because in the United States, a pack of these micellar wipes at CVS in New York City costs $8, sometimes $9. And here they are 2 for about $4. So they're like under $2 a pack here. So for the 10 packs for the 8 packs that I got here, it's like basically like for the same money I could only get 2 packs in New York. So I always stock up on these when I come to England. Another great basic I got this time, and I've never tried this before, but I bought 2 giant one of these, one for me and one for my mom, is this. It's Astral Original Cream. It's a face and body moisturizer. Now look how big these jars are. They are only about £3.50 each. They're made in the UK. It's a really classic, like early 20th century moisturizer, and apparently people swear by it. Like they put it on their face, they put it on their body, they use it everywhere, and I've been dying to try it. And so I figured I would get 2, give one to my mom, keep one myself, and see how I like it. I am coming back to the UK probably in the summertime, so if I do like it, watch out for more in the summer. I'll probably buy like 10 of these also. One thing I did get at Boots that was not available at Superdrug, and I had seen an ad for this in one of those celebrity weeklies that I love to read here in the UK. It sounded super interesting to me, and I've always really liked Charles Worthington hair products. So I picked this up because I really wanted to try it. I picked up the Charles Worthington Everyday Gentle Micellar Shampoo. Now, one of the things that I have trouble with is my scalp. I have had eczema ever since I was a little kid. I think it's something that mostly little kids get. It's not as bad now as when I was a kid. Like when I was a kid, I used to get like eczema on like the normal places, like the inside of my elbow, like behind my knees. And now I tend to get it in really small bursts, and usually when I'm super stressed out. So for a while I had it here, and I know people have it on their eyelids. So I had it on my eyelids, and I've had it like sometimes on my back. But I think that because I've had eczema, I am susceptible to stress-induced skin irritation. I've also like had stress-induced dermatitis situations in the past like 10 years, but they've been very, very sporadic. So it'll happen for like a few months and I'll go to the doctor and the doctor will be like, this is stress-induced and it's dermatitis and you're allergic to something, but it's because your body, I don't know, my body was like reacting in a way that it knew how to react to stress. I must internalize a lot of stress. So my theory is that my scalp is irritated because I am susceptible to skin issues, and I don't want to use like a steroid cream or a prescription shampoo. Like I want to try to use things that are, you know, less harsh and maybe not more natural, but just like less harsh and like less severe, and things that are less likely to upset like the chemical balance in my body. So I've tried a bunch of shampoos. The ones so far that I like the best are two from Fido, and I have them at home in New York, and so I use the Fido like sensitive scalp or scalp balancing shampoo, which I really, really like a lot. But the thing is, it is so expensive. It's like $30 for a bottle, and sure, it lasts a long time, but it's still really expensive for a shampoo. So anything that I see that is a skin-friendly hair product for the scalp, I like to try, especially if it's from a brand that I've tried before that I really, really like. Charles Worthington, I don't think you can get it in the States. At least I haven't seen it, at least not like in a New York City drugstore, but I really, really like their shampoos, and I used to use them when I used to live here, and sometimes I'll buy like travel sizes and take them with me when I go home. So I really want to try the micellar shampoo. I'm excited to try it, and I'll let you know how it goes. Here's another thing I bought many, many, many of. These ponytail holders. Now, I know these look like just normal ponytail holders, but a few months ago, or maybe last year, I was at an Ulta in Florida. I think I was in Panama City Beach in Florida, and I had never been to an Ulta before because they're not in Manhattan. There's one in Queens, I think, and there might be some other in like the outer boroughs, but there are not any Ultas in Manhattan. So I've only ever ordered from Ulta online, and I saw these hair thingies at Ulta, and I picked them up, and they look like this. I don't know if you can tell. So they look like normal black hair things, but they roll. They're almost like pantyhose. Does that make any sense? So they roll. They're like roll open. So they're really seamless, and I just use those like standard. I can show you. So I usually just use these like standard hair thingies, like the normal ones you can get everywhere, like every drugstore, but they still have this seam here that's like this like welded together glued seam. You know what I'm talking about. And it still pulls on my hair, and they break all the time. Like you can go through a pack, like a 50 pack of these in like 2 months because they just break. And I think it's like really wasteful. What I did like about the ones that I bought at Ulta that were like this were that I used them forever and ever and ever. And basically I only had 10 and I used them until I lost all of them. So that's a good sign that they're durable enough to last until I lose them, which I mean, yeah. So I have not been able to find them again at Ulta online, and I haven't seen them at any drugstore near me, and I try to go to like every drugstore and go to the hair aisle. People think I'm crazy because I'm just like touching all the hair bands, but I also never knew what they were called. So when I was in the Superdrug, I saw that they're called towel hair bands, and I don't really know why they're called towel hair bands, but they have so many of them that I bought 4 packets. So now I have 100 of these like rolly damage-free hair bands, and I'm pretty sure I'm set for like the next 2 years. Okay, now on to some of the more interesting stuff. So before I come to England every single time, I spend a lot of time on YouTube anyway, so I do a little bit of research. And what I do is I look up some of my favorite beauty vloggers from England, and I look up their videos, their most recent videos about their favorite drugstore products, and I try to find them. So I make a list on my phone, and I'll go to the drugstore like a lunatic with my phone and like just take everything off the list because I really want to try this stuff, and it's not expensive to try. So here are some things that I picked up that I've never tried before that I'm excited to give a shot, and I'll let you know how it goes. The first product that I picked up is this Rimmel Good to Glow highlighter. It's an illuminator. It's a cream illuminator, and you can use it just on its own or with foundation. Now, I don't usually use cream highlighters, but I used to use, like, I think I stopped maybe a year and a half ago. I used to use MAC strobe cream, and what I would do is I would mix it in with a tinted moisturizer and apply it. I don't know why I stopped. I think it's because maybe it was like summertime and my skin gets like kind of oily in the summer, so I stopped using it. But I do miss that effect, and even though strobe cream is not super expensive, of course, I'm always looking for less expensive alternatives, so I wanted to give the Rimmel one a try. Next up, I picked up a new mascara. I'm also always looking for a new mascara. I love my Dior Iconic mascara, but again, it's like $30, and even though I've tried like millions of mascaras and that's the one I keep on going back to years and years and years later, I still keep looking just to see if there's anything new out there. So I've tried L'Oreal mascaras before and I really like them. I tend not to like the brushes on L'Oreal mascaras that I've tried, and even like their most iconic ones, like the voluminous ones, which I do use sometimes on like weekends, but I don't always use them during the week because I'm not crazy about that brush. There is a new L'Oreal mascara in the UK, and I don't know if it's out in the US. I googled a little bit, but I didn't see it on like CVS, the CVS website and stuff like that. So I picked it up here. It is the L'Oreal Mega Volume Miss Baby Roll. Now, I don't know, I haven't opened this yet, but I guess the idea is that this brush, it rolls, and so you can like get more eyelashes with it. I'm not really sure. When I open this, I'll let you guys know. I also picked up a refill for myself. This is a product that I've used before that I really, really like, which is the Rimmel Stay Matte pressed powder. And I think in the summer, I tend to use less Studio Fix during the day. I'll still like use my MAC Studio Fix in the morning just to set my makeup and just like for like a quick dusting for a little color and to like get myself at the door. But during the day, whereas in the winter, I would like touch up with Studio Fix. I think it's a little bit too thick to touch up with during the day. In the summer, it just gets too oily. So I did want to get a pressed powder for the summer, and I really, really like the Rimmel Stay Matte, so I picked one up. Also, because Bourjois is now no longer sold in the United States, it used to be sold at Sephora, and I used to love their eyeshadows, their loose eyeshadows that came in a pot. I used to use those like every single day for years until they stopped selling them in the States. I like to pick up Bourjois when I come here. So the one product that I've been wanting to try are Bourjois pencil eyeliners. Now, I'm not really a big pencil eyeliner person, mostly because it comes off all over my face, but also I can't seem to get the right color. I feel like black is a little bit too severe for me because my eyes aren't that big, and then it just becomes like a black line, and I'm just not really good at blending it. So I do tend to go for darker browns and like soft blacks or dark grays. I've heard really good things about Bourjois Kohl and Contour pencils, and so I picked two up, one in dark gray, and it's a French name. I'm gonna butcher this. I believe it's Gris Ingénieux. And I picked up one in brown, and it's called Brun Design. I don't know how to say design in French, but it's spelled design. Also from Rimmel, I picked up an eyebrow pencil. Now, I am a devotee of Anastasia's Brow Wiz. I love it a lot, but still it's like expensive. So I'm always looking for alternatives, and I've heard that this new product is really, really good. So I wanted to try it. It was not expensive, so I wanted to give it a shot. And if it works, great. It is called Brow This Way, and it is the fiber pencil. Now, I think Brow This Way might be an entire line of eyebrow products from Rimmel, but the fiber pencil is the new product, and from what I understand, it deposits like teeny tiny little fibers in your eyebrows, which is what I need because my eyebrows, while they're dark, they're very, very sparse. And what I usually do is just fill it in a little bit, brush it out, and put like a gel over it. But I don't know if you can tell, the tip of the pencil is even like, it looks a little wonky because I think it's fibers. Anyway, so I'm super excited to try this. I don't know how it's gonna go, but I've seen some demos on YouTube, and the resulting look seems really natural, and obviously the eyebrows look a little bit more filled in. I guess it's like those eyelash fibers, you know, those primers that like deposit little fibers on your eyelashes, and then you put like a top coat of dark mascara on top of it, and then your eyelashes look like super plush. I'm hoping that's the effect of this eyebrow pencil. And the last thing that I picked up is something that I just saw in a Pixie Woo video. It is the Rimmel lip liner in Cappuccino. Now, I love lip liners, and I don't think you can ever have enough lip liners. My favorite lip liners though, admittedly, are from MAC. I love Whirl, I love Spice, which I've been using since high school. I've been carrying Soar with me because it's a really pretty pinky brown. I think it's really great for summer. I really like Berry M lip liners from the UK, and I actually own every single color. There are actually not that many colors, but I own every single color of the Berry M lip liners, and those are really, really inexpensive. I think they're like £2. And then, so I wanted to try the Rimmel one because I'd heard such good things about it, and it looks like a medium neutral brown, and it's called Cappuccino, and it's called Lasting Finish. And the one thing I think about lip liners that I think it's like really important is that they stay on for as long as possible. And what I like about the MAC ones is that they basically stay on until you wipe it off. So my MAC lip liner, I'll usually actually fill my lips in the morning with a lip liner. I won't even put like a lipstick on top of it. And usually they last until midday. I find that for me, the Kylie lip liners don't last as long, and the Berry M ones don't necessarily last as long. This one from Rimmel says it's a lasting finish, and it's 1,000 kisses stay on lip contour pencil. So I don't think I'm gonna get up to 1,000 kisses in the morning, so I feel pretty good about this staying on all morning. All right, so that's it for my UK drugstore beauty haul this time. I don't think I'm gonna go back to the drugstore. I think I'm done with my drugstore stuff. So far today, I've just been stocking up on like chocolate, because if you guys know, UK chocolate is totally different than American chocolate. It has a much higher cocoa content, and it is delicious. So I've bought a lot of chocolate, and I don't know how much else is gonna fit in my luggage going back. So I'm gonna just, you know, hold back now from spending, and I might go for a walk in the park this afternoon. I really want to go up to Port Meadow because I haven't been there in years, and I want to walk around, and there are a couple of pubs there I really want to go to, and then I'm just going to take it easy. It's a Sunday. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you like this sort of content. It's so random, I know, but I really love doing these videos. I hope you're having a great weekend. I hope you're having a great Memorial Day weekend. Happy summer, everybody, and I will see you next time.